Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Purplatypus is the name. And today we're kind of going to go over a little bit more in depth of hunts in terms of how to get all these rewards here, the 300 and 500. I've had multiple people ask me, how do I increase my party influence? So we're going to kind of go over how you increase your party influence. So then we're also going to go over a bit of the numbers game, what it means to get 500 influence. What do you need in that party? That way you don't need to wonder if you're going to have enough. There's a few ways to get there, but there's also just something to keep in mind. Anyway, well, I'll get into those kind of tips in a second here. Very first thing, how do we increase the party influence? So if we go into any party, we can see in the top right corner of each individual character, there is a number that is corresponding with their influence, right? And so if we go to any character, it doesn't matter who, they all have an influence associated with them. And all the 300, 500, it just means this character is providing, let's look at someone that's a bit lower, right? This character, Pearl, is providing exactly 10 power influence, right? So if you had 8 of her on the thing, you'd have 80 influence. That's obviously not very good. So this is how you get, this is influence on a character. And now if you wanted to increase your influence, let's go ahead and give her a, just give her some of those small nuts. You go to learn skills, you level them up, you go to learn skills, and you can see here on this board, there is a plus 10 influence, right? So then after this, we're going to upgrade that. She now has 10 influence more. So now she has 20 influence. So now if we had a team of 8 of hers, basically, we'd have 120 influence on the team. Still not nearly enough, but that's how it's measuring the influence, and that's how you level it up. So what does it actually mean, though, to need the influence markers that you need? So if we take a look, I thought this part was interesting. You can't just use random units. Hey, thank you very much for the subscriber. I should probably turn off YouTube subscriptions. Well, you know what? Yeah, okay, we'll turn off alert box while I'm recording. All right, so first thing we're going to look at here is fame. So if you could look here, which I think is interesting, I need 500, right? My team is at 495 right now. A lot of people may have this issue that I was having at first, but there's a few ways around this. So all these characters have all of their influence that they can get for like the next 20 levels. And Millard is at his level cap, right? So no one is getting any more influence anytime soon. And this is all my highest level fame character. So it's like, oh, so you notice that it's not accidental that it's 500, right? If you have a 4.5 star and 7 4-stars, not quite, like, I'm obviously not maxed out, but you get them up to like level 40, all of them, you're going to be 5 influence short, which sucks. But there's a few ways around this. One, and the most probably, I guess you can call it the whale way, the whatever, is if you have a second 5-star on the team, right? You have 2 4.5 stars. If you have a situation like where instead of this guy, right, you have 15 more if you have a second 4.5 star, because you'll have 75 instead of 40 influence, right? So that's one way to get the 500 influence, is replace a 4-star with a leveled up 4.5 star. However, there's a few other things here. If we go to power, we could take a look, or is it wealth that I'm going to use for this one? Let's find out. 500 right here. So if you look at this one is also using 1 5-star unit, but it's not a 4.5 star, it's a 5 out of 5 star. And so you can see Viola down here in the 3rd row here, she has 80 influence. She has 5 more influence than a 4.5 star. So when they get that 5th star, they get 5 more influence, apparently. I don't know where it says that, but apparently that's one of the things that they get. Maybe it's like every star correlates to, like, maybe you get 5 points per unfilled star and then another 5 points for filled star. So it would be like, I don't know, maybe that would make sense, I guess. That way for a 4.5 would have 5 less, and a max 4-star maybe would have 70. But it doesn't quite look like that either. Point is, she has 5 more influence because, and it's not because she's leveled up more. She doesn't have any more influence on the board. She purely has the extra 5 influence from her star level. So if you have a 5-star out of 5-star, and you do a bunch of 4-stars, that is one way to get around it. Running 2 4.5 stars and a bunch of 4 stars is another way to get around it. Or my personal favorite way, let's see if there's a team that I was going for here. Okay, here's the other power one. So let's do it on the Millard team, right? The one that's at 495. It's Which team number is it? Is it, in a second, give me a goddamn second here. All right. We're looking. It was team 4, I think. Team 3. Here we go. It's this one, right? This one's 5 short. So, but here's another way around it that I think a lot of people are going to be able to use, which is very, very good. So if you come here to party, and we'll take out, who's the lowest level here? We got all 4 stars. We got one level 35 here. Let's take him out. And we are looking for fame, right? So let's sort by fame and sort by class. So now we go down straight to the bottom and we look for our good old 3 stars here. We got Jose. Who's the highest 3-star? Jose looks like to be our highest level 3-star. So I'm going to grab him, put him into the party. I'm going to bring him up to level 45 as his limit break. So you first have to limit break him to get him up to 45 as his cap. And then we're going to bring this out, and I'm just going to use these today. Because whatever, it's fine. It's literally not a big deal. Bring him up to his level cap, and we have the small, so let's use them, right? This is what it's for. Okay, fuck you, bro. All right. Fuck you. Give me these back. You still don't want to waste experience in this game, no doubt. I wish there was just like a max level button. Anyway, all right, so we're going to bring him up to level 45. So when a 3-star gets to level 45, this is very important, and you go to their final skill tree, you're going to see that they unlock, first let's just get them leveled up. They need to be level 45, but then you get that, this influence is already, it's not new, but then they unlock this baby right here, 60 influence bonus, baby. Look at that. That is huge, by the way. That is a lot of influence. And we could even come down here and grab the 10, right? Which we should. Oops. How many more do we have? We have 17. So you want to grab all these like you would normally. Now, if we go back and look at Jose, he has 100 fame. He has more than my 5 stars do at this current rank. So now we put Jose in the team, and even though our team was at it was 495 before, we can now come back to level 50, go to the fame, and look here, we're at 535, right? So getting a 3-star to level 45 kind of bypasses that need to have 2 4.5 stars of the same influence, or having 1 5 out of 5-star, right? You can absolutely do this. Now the downside to this is not a pure upside. So this is something you can do. This is probably more of a last resort in terms of doing this. It is nice to get the influence, but running them in this party means that you are throwing the experience away, essentially, right? Because you're not going to use this person in combat. You don't care if they get above level 45 because you have their influence. So this is kind of taking a spot of a unit that could be gaining experience, but this is a perfectly viable way to get that influence over 500, which is very important. The experience can be farmed from literally anywhere. Gold can be farmed from literally anywhere. These chests drop very rare things in order to rank up allies from 3.5 to 4 stars or 4.5 to 5 stars. So you want to get all these chests as your top priority. Experience is important, but it's not the reason you're doing this. You're doing this for those 3 chests. So I think this is like a perfectly viable way to do that. And I just wanted to make sure everyone knew exactly all the ways you could tackle this. All right. So basically you're going to need 1 5-star, just to recap, 1 5-star, 2 4.5 stars, and all 4 stars is a caveat. Or you're going to need basically anything and have a level 45 3-star, but he kind of takes a spot of a unit that you'd rather have there. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much. Also, just start leveling your 3 stars when you're in the end game. Just give them experience. Getting them up to 45 is not that hard once you're at this stage, and that is a fuck ton of influence. You are going to be blowing other people out of the water with your influence if you do this. It's probably the best way to get a really high level of influence besides just, you know, doing the quests and stuff. But guys, that's going to be it. Thank you so much. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.